Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Dangerous Mind Academy. All right, welcome back. And today, I'm going to speak to you about just a little about me, give you guys a little more insight about me as we go. I just shoot these little 5-minute videos just to tell you something, hopefully to inspire you to do or take action or whatever that you're doing. So I'm just going to give you a little bit about me. Okay, and this was a very powerful quote from many boxers, because Jerry Cooney was an amazing fighter. And he said at one time in his life, he said, boxing gave me a voice to express my anger of where I came from. In a lot of ways, I felt that this was me, for sure. Being that I came from, the corporate world, or I was a business owner, I should say. I was a business owner. I had 2 businesses that I thought was running very well. I opened them when I was very young. I think I was 20 years old. There were 2 barbershops. And I basically, in my opinion, I maxed them out. It just started to deteriorate because I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anyone helping me with it. I actually learned how to open it through schooling, but I didn't have anyone to kind of guide me as a young kid as to how to scale it or optimize it or, in any way, shape, or form. So I just felt like I hit a roof. I said, okay, well, it's time to sell. As I got older, I started I looked back and I'm like, man, I could have done so much more because, I'm surrounded by like-minded people or surrounded by a lot that have a lot on me in terms of life experience and business experience. So trust me, if I had that now, then I'd just do extremely well, right? So I sold a business and then entered the corporate world, you know what I mean? So many clients ask me 2 questions. They ask me, why boxing and how did I get started? So why boxing? So guys, listen, man, you know what? I even hate to say this, but this is the truth. I love boxing to death, even when I was a basketball player, because I started boxing when I was 25 years old. I was a basketball player first, okay? And I played for my college, and, I love basketball. But I love boxing, but I wasn't the type to just go into the ring part-time and try it while I was boxing, with my ass whipped. I wasn't that type of person. So I was just on the outside. I was a fan, and I was a super fan. I was one of those fans that felt like they just knew more than everyone else because they watched it all the time or whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about when you're in that crowd and you got that guy in the background saying, oh, just jab, or just throw that punch, or whatever. They say it with so much conviction because they believe what they're saying is better than what everyone else is saying, right? I was that guy 100%, all right? And when I look back at it, I laugh at it. I'm just like, wow, I'm lucky I didn't get into fights in the crowd over the things that I would yell. But I would yell all this stuff and think that what I'm saying is just way more, efficient or effective than what everyone else is saying. And the truth is, when you're in the ring, you're not even hearing anything. You're not hearing that person. So it was just crazy. I was just one of those guys. So I was definitely a fan that felt I knew a lot because I watched a lot of boxing. So how I actually got started was I was working at this business with a friend, a really close friend, even to this day. And he was a boxer, and he was working. Like many boxers when you start, because there isn't any money in boxing when you start. You have to establish yourself. But anyway, like anything else, right? But anyway, he was boxing and he lost a couple fights, and I would go to his fights. And then when he lost these fights, I'd always be the guy, right when he gets out of the ring. There's no 5 minutes from the cool down or him, nothing. It was me right in your face, oh, God, come on, man. How did you not win that, man? You gotta win or once you throw that punch, all you had to do was this, all you had to do was this. So I was that guy. I was that annoying guy, but because he liked me, he never wanted to tell me like you're annoying, don't talk to me or whatever, right? But now when I look back, it's so funny to me because I'm like, I would never talk to someone like that. I don't know. I don't think I'd have the patience for that. But anyway, I was that guy. I was that guy. Just, hey, you got to do this. You got to do that. You should have did this. You should have did that. And never done it. And then he really got mad one day, and he was like, yo, why don't you come to the gym? Why don't you try? You think it's easy? You think it's easy? And literally when he said that, I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. You know what I mean? And literally we went, like the next day, we went to the gym, and did not look back. And I started it. I loved it. And I just figured, you know what? Everyone's telling me around me that I was too old, because at this point I was 25 years old. So, you know, people are telling me at this point that I was too old to like make an impact in the sport and this and that. And I, you know, I just told myself, well, I loved it that much that I was willing to change my life for it. And I did. You know, for many years I didn't go to parties or go to sleep late, or, you know, I didn't eat junk food or anything like that. I used to like McDonald's. Like, even to this day right now, 10, 11 years later, I haven't even eaten McDonald's. Like, I don't even think about these restaurants, and it's just a lifestyle. Once you're into something that you love, whether it's a business, whether it's a sport, you do have to live it a certain way in order to be as successful as you can be, right? So yeah, I never looked back, and I was, you know, able to accomplish some great feats in a short period of time. And I give it all thanks to my guy, you know what I mean, who brought me in. His name was Collado Boachi, all right, Collado Boachi. So if any of you guys know him who are watching this out there, just that's the guy that turned it all around for me and inspired me to get into boxing and do what I've done. All right, guys, so this is just a little bit about me. Another episode, every few episodes, I'll just throw in something that may be interesting to you guys or whatever. Thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. And guys, I will see you again. Dangerous Mind Academy signing out. Take care.